Despite having no natural venom resistance, these absolute
They don't give a
giga chads will eat cobras, boom slangs, and black mambas without breaking a sweat. That isn't a tree. It's a fucking bird. Introducing the tawny frogmouth.
Where's the bird? Wait, which one is this?
It's a
Is it the
fucking
top
bird.
part? That part.
Introducing the tawny frogmouth, a species of bird found in the land down under, and Australia's very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim stealth build. Now you may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it. Yeah, you can. You can see that one. Did you see the one right fucking next to it?
Okay, I thought that was one too.
Now,
That's why I was confused. I was like, I was looking at that one at first when he first showed it, and then he showed the other one, and I was like, wait, the other one's the bird?
Important question
so both of them.
Why the fuck do these things have predator camo? Well, there's two reasons. First of all being, it's fucking Australia. You see, these bad boys are primarily nocturnal, staying on the move during the night and dive bombing unaware insects to meet their bulking goals. However, that means that during the day, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or fucking drop-kicked to death, laying down in the wrong spot can...
Kangaroos are rage baiters. Dude, kangaroos are so funny. Oh my god, I would love to see a kangaroo in person someday.
Turn a short nap into the forever sleep. So, in order to prevent themselves from becoming an item on a snake's KFC order, these tactical chickens evolved a ghillie suit to basically allow them to fucking disappear. Being practically invisible allows them to unlock their second
like
passive
from the Hunger Games.
DoorDash. You see, these guys are so fucking good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators mistake them for Groot, but so does their prey. And so, whenever they take a nap,
I love the face they
just
make.
leave their mouths open a little
They're
bit.
so cute.
And whenever some poor ant just tries to walk his way to work, he instead DoorDashes himself directly into its fucking mouth.
Dude, that's so smart. The food just like walks in. They'd be lazy. Adult kangaroos have no natural predators. I didn't know that. I wouldn't challenge the kangaroo chat. I'm not gonna walk up to the kangaroo and start fighting them. Listen.
This bird is a
so
serial
much.
killer.
Jesus Christ, you're the Bay Harbor Butcher.
I really hate that name.
I love
Introducing
Dexter.
the shrike, a group of feathery friends found all over the world, including the land down under. Now, at first glance, you may be thinking to yourself, how could this sweet little guy be a vicious killer?
He's
I
not
mean,
a
he's so
killer.
tiny.
Oh, he's just a baby.
They only grow up to around 30 centimeters and cap their weight out at 90 grams. And on top of being about as threatening as a fucking teddy bear,
Oh,
look at their
scares
claws. A shrike
Adam.
trying to end anything with
jumped,
its talons
actually.
is like trying to stab a hippopotamus to death with a fucking pool noodle. Listen to the thing. It sings like it's on American Idol.
they're so cute.
It's a
They're
songbird,
not
a
killers.
branch geek. You'd never
I
heard
don't
a fly.
believe it.
But I'm fucking onto you, Tweety.
You give me a fucking creeps. You know that, Dexter?
You may have everyone else fooled, but I know exactly what you are, because shrikes actually have another name. They're called fucking butcher birds.
What?
Yeah, that's right. The Dexter jokes actually
What?
had a fucking point. Now, you see, when the Bay
thought that
Harbor
was just
butcher bird
random.
wants to hunt, they first start by selecting
What?
a target.
Tonight's the night.
Now, unlike
Tonight's
Dexter,
the night.
their code tells them they
it's
can
gonna
eat
happen
whatever
again.
the fuck they want. Insects, mice, fuck me, even
Lizard.
And once they pick
Lizard.
their meal, they wait for the right moment and swoop on it. Now, while those claws might be fucking useless, they do have a signature weapon. That tiny hook on the end of their beak. And once they land on their victim, they slide that hook into its neck, perfectly
Dexter
slotting
bird.
between their vertebrae and severing their fucking spinal cord. But converting their prey into a vegetable isn't enough. No. These sick fucks keep
These
trophy.
sick
Once they have
There's no
paralyzed
way.
their prey
There's no way they keep trophies. Dude, that's kind of scary. What the
and shattered
Dexter
its
Morgan,
spine,
is
they
that
will
you?
fly its corpse back to their larder, which is either a thorn bush or a fucking barbed wire fence. And once they get home, they fucking impale them. They will then leave that corpse there for days, occasionally biting chunks out of it, eating it like leftovers from the fucking fridge. Dexter collected blood slides. These fuckers create kebabs.
Oh my god,
This
I love
bird
those.
is... A lot of people are scared of snakes. But have
Yeah.
you ever wondered what snakes
I'm
are scared
kinda-
of?
I'm kinda
the
the
answer
people that's scared of
is
snakes.
this fucking bird. Introducing the secretary bird, native to the continent of Africa, and a prime example that being a hater pays off. Coming in at 1.3 meters tall and
That bird looks
4.27 kilos in
crazy.
weight,
He looks like he
this
has pants
lanky
on.
turkey has been purpose-built, nay, expertly fucking engineered by the gods themselves with the sole purpose of violating the ever-loving out of any garden hose that
Oh
so
my
much
God.
as looks at it the wrong way.
Oh my.
You see, these bad boys are birds of prey, but unlike their cousins in the same category, they are primarily terrestrial, which means they spend
Dude.
most of their time on the ground. This is because their preference
so
for
many
diet
animals that I
is
did not know
sentient
existed.
slithering sausages. However, with this thing being endemic to Africa,
Satan
their
savannah.
preferred meal also just happens to include
looks like he has
some
little
of
pants
the
on, little
deadliest predators on the fucking planet. Does this stop the secretary bird? No, mate. Despite having no natural venom resistance, these absolute
They don't give a fuck.
chads will eat
Dude.
cobras, boom slangs, and black mambas without breaking a sweat. But how do they hunt
crazy.
these things without getting bitten?
Dude, they're
Simple.
so hardcore.
They just kick the out of them. You see, those long-ass legs aren't just for show, as a secretary bird is capable of accurately curb-stomping a snake's head into the ground with a force equal to 5 times their fucking body weight.
Oh.
So when a secretary bird fancies a bite to eat, they start out by stomping the ground around dense
impressed.
vegetation. This causes snakes in the area
Step
to
on
poke their heads out of their houses to see what the is going on. The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto him,
bird.
sprints over at Mach 9, and then...
I feel bad for the snakes. Ow.
This bird is a vampire. Introducing the vampire ground finch, native to the Galapagos Islands, and
Vampykins, is that you?
a great example of the horrifying affronts to the universe that evolution can produce when it decides to do a little trolling. Now you see, at first glance, this is the most boring vampire you can possibly imagine. Coming in at a measly 12 centimeters and a mere 20 grams in weight.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
Rocking
Yeah,
a
it's
feather pattern I can best describe as a Minecraft dirt block, and as it turns out, the bastards that wrote
vampire.
Twilight lied to me because it doesn't even fucking sparkle.
This is the skin of the killer, Bill.
So if it's missing fangs, angst, a cape, and the funny accent,
You must bounce on it.
how does it qualify as a vampire?
Style.
Simple. Drinks a shitload of blood. You see, most birds eat seeds and insects, and while the
drinks
vampire
blood?
finch can eat those too, there is a problem. They live on an island, and that island is very small. In fact, they're only found on 2 of the Galapagos Islands, and small islands means a far
able to
smaller
hydrate.
amount of that food to go around. To
I
the
will
point
hydrate
where
while we
these
learn.
finches can't rely on it as their sole source, which for a bird usually isn't a problem, because, you know, they don't need a plane ticket to just f off and fly somewhere. However, as the name suggests, the vampire ground finch can't fly for
What?
So, how do they get their food? They suck it out of someone that can. This,
I know a thing or
don't
two about
laugh,
sucking.
is the
Pickles, chat. Pickles.
Nazca booby.
Hi, Willie.
Hey, stop giggling back there. Another species of bird native to the islands. They are very strong flyers that feed on fish. They also nest on the islands, which is where our feathery Nosferatu comes to play. You see, when the boobies... Stop giggling. Come to
Not
roost,
giggling.
the vampire finch will sneak over and hop onto their back. Then, using their razor-sharp beak, they will poke a very small, borderline
Joe,
painless
welcome
hole
in.
into one of the bird's
Oh my
flight
God.
feathers. Once the blood is flowing freely, the vampire finch gorge themselves on it. See, as it turns
That
out,
image cracks
blood
me up.
is macro-friendly. And considering these things are living creatures, they just make more blood. In essence, giving the vampire finch an infinite food source. In fact, they can get so much blood from these birds, it is not uncommon to see multiple finches sucking
Drinking from the
same
boobies?
boobie. I'm sorry, I can't say that shit without cracking up.